We're rolling. Let's get this going on. Making conversions. And I'm gonna just turn off the lights so you can see it better. So sometimes you go between volume and weight. It's called density and stuff. Now think about a few things. If you have a gallon-sized ice cream pail, fill it with water. That's heavier than the same pail filled with popcorn. So you know that volume can be the same, but the weight, the mass can be different. Okay. We're going to use some things that you might not have heard of. Bushels. If you talk to old people, they might talk about bushels and pints and stuff like this. I grew up on a farm and you hear about bushels. Anyways, a bushel is a volume measurement from the old imperial system, and farmers still use that. Now we're going to use BU for bushels. Every grain will weigh a different amount. How many bushels, BU of flaxseed, are there in 2.4 tons? And that's a metric ton. The conversion factor is given, 39.368 bushels per ton. Remember small t for ton. Here's how we just go about doing it. We put it into a fraction. 39.368 bushels per 1 ton. We want to know how many bushels of flaxseed, so X, that's the bushels, in 2.4 tons. Always make sure your units are lined up. After that, you know how to solve this, cross, multiply, divide. I'll do it just because, well, make sure you can do that, 94.5 bushels. Of flax. So it's still the same thing. Now, this is the same kind of problem, but I'll go through this a little bit with you too. We've got to remember what tons are in kilograms, and I have it indicated here. 1 ton is 1,000 kilograms. So if Layla bought 5 bushels of sunflower seeds, the conversion factor is, it's almost the same problem, 73.487 bushels. But instead of saying 1 ton, because we want kilograms, we'll instead say 1 ton. No, we'll use the same thing as 1 ton, 1,000 kilograms. Now it's sunflower seeds instead of flax, but it's still 5. Oh, right on the wrong side. Thank you. It's still 5 bushels here on this side. We're still matching up the units. We want to find the kilograms. Then, you'd solve that for an answer. You should get 68, but I'll leave that. And then what you do for part B is convert. Knowing 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds, convert your answer from A into pounds. Using the old 1 kilogram to 2.2 pounds on the left side. And that's what you'll do there. Now, I'm going to speed you ahead. Try this. If George gets $195.76 per metric ton for wheat, how much does he earn per bushel? Now, the conversion factor is 1 ton is 36.744 bushels. Give you guys a little start. I guess I'll do this one. Well, that really means he gets $195.76 per ton. Well, that's just, and we're told that a ton is 36.744 bushels. You figure that out. How much does he earn per bushel? You're wanting the dollars for 1 bushel. And you figure that out. That's the way you'd approach that one. Now, I'm going to leave that one. You can finish that off. Think about this. Conversions between SI So System International or metric system and imperial units. You've done stuff like this before. You can use these equivalencies here. They're reminders. Pound is 0.45 kilograms. An ounce is 28.3 grams. A ton is about decimal 9. That's an imperial ton, 2,000 pounds, is about decimal 9 of a metric ton. Small t without an n is a metric ton. Now, Alphonse, making chicken kebabs. I'm just recording this. So, okay, I got you. In his recipe, it suggests about 7 ounces of chicken per person. At the grocery store, the weight of chicken, of course, is in kilograms. How much does he need to buy? So he got some American recipe. He needs to figure out how much he actually needs. 14 people, wow. So let's figure out what the 7 ounces of chicken for one person is in kilograms, and then we'll go from there. So for one person, let's do it this way. Let's figure out how many ounces of meat he needs for all 14 people. If it's 7 ounces of chicken for one person, how many ounces does he need for 14? Now you could reason this out possibly and just multiply without doing a setup like this, but 14 times 7 is 98 ounces of chicken. Now with 98 ounces of chicken, it's a lot of chicken, you think? Okay, you're good with me? Well, we need to figure that out in grams and then kilograms. We know that 1 ounce, just from above here, 1 ounce of anything, whether it's chicken or whatever, is 28.3 grams. He has 98 ounces of chicken that he needs to buy. How many grams? So then you'll do your cross multiplying and so on. You should get 2,773.4 grams. 2,773.4 grams. Of course, going to kilograms, if you can just see that, you can see it's 2.7 kilograms, fine. But if you need a setup, because you're not sure about that, and you remind yourself, oh yeah, 1,000 grams is 1 kilogram. And we're talking about 2,773.4 grams. That's a good matter. How many kilograms is that? It really just turns into divided by 1,000. 2.77 kilograms of chicken. For this recipe, to feed 14 people. Now that's just conversions and then understanding the word problem a little bit. Now, I think there's some reasoning behind that next your turn there that you could try out, but I'll just stop the recording here. It's a good start for everybody.